All right. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this EclipCity ecosystem workshop. Now, I'm so happy to see so many on this call already. It is a pleasure for me to be here with you all and to present to you what EclipCity ecosystem is all about. This is not going to be a presentation. It's not going to be a step-by-step guide. This is going to be a workshop. This is going to be a call where we talk about the exact vision and why Eclipse City has been created, what we're doing, and what we are planning to do going ahead as well. So we're going to look at Eclipse City overall, everything that it contains, everything that we have already, and what will come, and what we are building together. So with that, we are going to share the screen right away. We're going to jump in straight towards, let me see here. Let me just share the screen straight towards Eclipse City and start talking about that. So first and foremost, we want to know what is Eclipse City, because we hear the name so much around, and I want to break it down very easily. Now, Eclipse City is an ecosystem. It is an ecosystem of multiple services in multiple industries. A lot of people have the impression that there's only one service within Eclipse City. For example, either just Eclipse City Global, or only USwap, or UME farming, or EFT, or one of the games. But actually, it's all of it. It's everything together. And we're going to talk today a little bit about how this is all tied together to support the ecosystem and the entire community and the main community fund as well. What we are building together is a decentralized financial ecosystem powered by blockchain and smart contract technology that allows us to generate revenue and profit enough to build a global support fund. The Eclipse City Global is what can we say? It's the heart of Eclipse City. It is the driving force, and it is what we try or what we want to establish as a global community support fund where anyone can give and anyone can receive. Now, as we all know, we launched the Eclipse City Global just 2 weeks ago. And I just want to show you guys this. In less than 2 weeks, we already have $21.5 million in the community fund. That means we have a total deposit of $1 billion and 20 million. Remaining in the fund is 745 million, which equals to that 21.5. And we already paid out more than 200 million to the users. This is a support system where everyone supports everyone, where you give towards the community and the community gives back. This is the idea behind Eclipse City, creating a decentralized financial ecosystem that can support people from all over the world, millions and millions of people for years and years to come. And how do we do that? Well, we don't do it with simply just one thing. We do it with multiple. We create an entire ecosystem where multiple services tapping into multiple billion-dollar industries are generating revenue that we can add towards this community fund. Now, the main thing and the main feature with this contract is that it is self-adjustable. Right now, everyone that comes within Eclipse City Global is receiving 1% daily, as well as there is a marketing plan. Now, as the community grows, the input versus output will adjust itself, and the contract will regulate itself so that it will always match to find the sustainable version, to find a sustainable level where everyone can receive from. That is the whole point, the idea, to find the level of sustainability where the community and the ecosystem works together to make sure that everything runs. So with this contract, we will see that as time goes, we will most likely see that the output becomes a little bit higher than the input. What will happen? Well, the contract will self-regulate, remove 50% of all matching bonuses, which will again actually reduce 50% of the output. This means that this contract is self-adjustable. And looking at the mathematics of it, it will never end, because we have multiple services that will be generating revenue towards this community fund as well. And it's not just by network. This is by tapping into, as said, multiple industries. Let us have a look at one of them. For example, we have DeFi. That is the next level, the next generation within blockchain. DeFi is shortening of decentralized finance. And we recently, 10 weeks ago, we deployed our first decentralized financial protocol, Uswap. Now, Uswap is a decentralized protocol that allows you to swap any TRC20 token between each other instantly. It's a decentralized exchange. Now, with this exchange, we also launched the proprietary UME token. This is the governance token of the Uswap DEX exchange and will be used by the community to govern the voting and the listing of Uswap. So any project that wants to come up, that wants to be listed upon Uswap, will be going through an audit by the EclipCity dev team, and then they will be voted upon by the community holding UME. This allows Uswap to become community governed, and that is what decentralization is all about. Now, with Uswap and UME, we of course have EFT as well. I have not brought that up. Before we go further, I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand how far we have gotten in such a short time. 10 weeks. It's just been 10 weeks since we launched Uswap and UME. Now, UME was listed and launched at 40 Tron per UME. It is right now trading around 1,400. But this is not the important thing. What I want us to take a look at is Uswap already being listed on CoinMarketCap. Now, as we can see that the project is featured as an untracked listing. And the reason for this is because CoinMarketCap is receiving thousands and thousands of applications weekly. And once they have been approved, they're putting into an untracked listing, and then once they decide to move forward, they will be moved into the tracked listing. So it's just a matter of time before Uswap will also be showcased between and among every other exchange that we know about. So already having Uswap up on CoinMarketCap under untracked listing is amazing, and that is in just 10 weeks. Now, other than that, we also had a massive mentioning. Let me see if I can find that. About Uswap, let me see quickly if I can find that, by DApp Radar. Now, we actually had, let me see if we can find that just quickly here, guys. Here we go. Now, DApp Radar also recently went out. Let me just find that as well. Here we go. About Uswap, about UME and EFT. So DApp Radar went out and said a decentralized exchange on the Tron Foundation, Uswap, has recently announced adding 2 EFT TRX and EFT UME liquidity pools to farm EFT. Since then, unique active wallets have increased by 61%, crossing 3.4 thousand active users daily. That is data that you can get on dappradar.com, and this just showcases that the strength of the community within EclipCity and the services that we provide is beyond everything and anything. Now let's just have a look at DApp Radar while we're here, and have a look at the services that we have within or from EclipCity. So if we look at the DeFi services on Tron, we can see that UME is right now the runner-up. That means it is the #2 leading DeFi project on the entire Tron network. Now, if we want to look at exchanges, we can see that Uswap is the leading DEX exchange on the Tron network. Now, if we want to look at all categories, we will see that EclipCity Global is the #1 between all categories on the entire Tron network. Now, if we want to look at all protocols, we can actually see that EclipCity Global is ranked #2 in the entire world, not just on Tron, but on every single blockchain out there. And this showcases the strength and the power within EclipCity and the EclipCity community, because what we do together, we do as a united fronted one. And that is what brings the success towards EclipCity. So congratulations to everyone on that. Just a few, 10 days, EclipCity Global was launched, and it is already now ranking as #1. Uswap and UME ranking as #1, DEX exchange and DeFi project as well. And it is only the beginning. We're only barely beginning. So this is just some of the things I wanted to show you guys. Our 3 contract services is ranked number 1 in their perspective or respective categories, so to say. Now, moving forward, we know that we have a lot that will be coming up in 2021, and I want to start out by I think we all heard the news about the wallet. So we're going to, or we are right now working on and going to launch our very own EclipCity wallet. Now, the EclipCity wallet will be a fully decentralized wallet where you can store and safely manage any asset that you have. Now, it will be functioning similar to Clever Wallet and TronLink. It will more or less be a combination of this, because what we do is that we take the simplicity of Clever, and then we add the technology that you have in the TronLink wallet as well. So when you're signing in, you will have a personalized account, of course, that is showing your own assets. You will be able to send, receive, you can add your contacts. Bills will, of course, be something else. Now, scrolling on it, you will be able to view the entire ecosystem from EclipCity. So right here, you can see earn UME token developed by the EclipCity team. This will scroll. So there will come a new one, earn EFT token developed by the EclipCity team. Participate in EclipCity Global developed by the EclipCity team. So our entire ecosystem will be existing in this wallet. It is being integrated just as Justin Sun's ecosystem is integrated within TronLink, as that is his wallet. The EclipCity ecosystem will be integrated in the EclipCity wallet. Now, as you can see at the bottom, we also have 4 or 5 tabs. You have, of course, home, which is what we're looking at right now. You have this one, which is the exchange. This is actually the USwap DEX exchange integrated to the wallet. So you can swap any TRC20 tokens instantly directly from the EclipCity wallet, and you're doing so through the USwap DEX protocol. Now you have your own wallet here, of course. This is where you keep and see your own assets. Under this one, we have Discover. This is where we will find the ecosystem. This is where we will find EclipCity Global, UME, USwap, EFT, the games that we have, Aiden's Fall, and the upcoming Monsos Marble and Cyberfight. I'm going to show you them very, very soon. And everything that we have will be within this wallet. Anyone can download this wallet on Play Store or iOS Store for their iPhone. We will also have it as a browser extension eventually, but it starts out as a mobile app. Now, what will this do? What will this do for EclipCity, for the ecosystem, for the community? Well, it gives you a decentralized wallet, an application that ties the entire ecosystem together. Anyone can download this. Instead of recommending Clever Wallet or TronLink or Token Pocket, you recommend the EclipCity wallet. That's how simple it is. And people using this wallet will discover the ecosystem, the USwap, the UME, the EclipCity Global, everything that we have, our games, and they will interact. This is how we are tying the ecosystem together in a nice little bundle and presenting it to the world. Now, very, very excited about the wallet. This is going to be a massive milestone for us when this is being released. We are looking at a couple of weeks only, so be excited, my friends. Be very excited. Now, we have been talking a little bit about games as well. As you all know, we already have Aiden's Fall up and running. This is a PC online game, an extension and a modified version of Lineage 2. So if you're into role-playing games and online games, you definitely want to check that out, because you are actually able to earn Tron simply by playing the game. That is amazing. We already have tons of players in it, but the more there are, the more Tron will be there as well to be played by among each and every one. But we do know that PC is limiting people from joining. Most of the games that goes viral very quickly is online game or online mobile games, where anyone can actually access it through a smartphone. Now, that will be the case with the 2 upcoming games from EclipCity. We are now going to have a look at Monsos Marble. We're going to have a look at Cyberfight. Both of these games have been developed by the EclipCity team. It is a smart contract game, and you play it through your mobile wallet DApp browser. So that means that you go to these games in your DApp wallet, You enter it, and then you unlock your wallet, and you actually start playing with Tron. You can now earn or win Tron playing against other players. So this is going to be huge. Now let me just show you Manso's Marbles. Now this is a very, very fun and a highly addictive game. That's the thing. So Manso's Marbles is a game that allows you to become a marble, and you will compete against other marbles that will meet other online players, rolling down a hill through a course. Now, the one that comes in as number one will, of course, win the pot. You will have first, second, and third place. You can be up to 30 players in a game. I'm just going to show you the interface and how this all looks, so that you guys get an idea. Now, when you enter the game, of course, you connect with your wallet. You will have different rooms that cost 50 Tron, 100 Tron, 150 Tron, 250 Tron, and so on. So you can decide, how much do you want to spend, where do you want to play, who do you want to play with. So you can see there, for example, it will show you the balance of your wallet. You can see it being connected here, last win. You have different skins. You should see your own statistics. Here is the statistics showing, for example, about your last games, etc., etc. Here you can filter, finding different games, the cost between 50 to 200, how many users and players do you want in it. Of course, you have your own wallet. This is how you can enter, and this is how you do withdrawals. We're all going to show you how this all works, but this is how the game more or less looks once you're playing it. So this will be you, and you will be rolling down this hill, dodging dodging trees, dodging rocks, following the course, trying to get in as number one. And if you do come in as number one, well, you will be winning a lot of Tron. So this is cool. This is nothing like, you're not betting on anything. There's not random numbers popping up on anything. This is actually you're steering your marble with your phone and you're racing down the hill against others. So as you can see here, game results when they were playing here. So he was winning game results. And then, yeah, you could choose different kind of skins. You can purchase different kind of skins, upgrades, etc., etc. So there will be a lot of cool things and cool features in this game. Right now, we are working on the final pieces of it. We're just finalizing the engine, and then making sure that when you're actually playing, that the graphics is sustainable and everything is looking good, because we don't like to do things half done. We want to make sure that when we release something, as you can see from the three projects and from the three ecosystem projects we already have out there, all three of them is topping their rank in their respective category. And that is what we're continuing to do. We are about quality, not quantity. So this game will be massive once it comes out. There will, of course, be a small ref on this as well. So that means you can be and will be earning a little bit on the people that you personally invite to this game. So anyone you invite to play this game will actually be connected and coded to you. When they win, when they withdraw earnings, you will actually receive a percentage of that as well. This will help the game go viral a lot faster. It will help people to, because this is a game that is played very differently. It's not just to download and to play. You actually need to go through a wallet, a Tron wallet. You need to have Tron available because you're playing with Tron. So it's about teaching the community. It's about teaching everyone who wants to play this game how it works, how to download their wallet, how to get some Tron, how to get started. Because you know what? Those who are playing these games and are good at it, they will make a ton of Tron. I can tell you that. Now, this is Manso's Marble. This is very, very, as said, this is a very addictive game. This is a lot of fun. I almost couldn't stop playing it when I was when I was testing it, and I'm looking forward to having all of you trying this out as well, or at least those of you who like playing games, or if you have kids like to play games and such things. This is a prime example of how EclipCity will now be tapping into a different industry. This doesn't really have to do with blockchain and cryptocurrency. This has to do with gaming, mobile online gaming. And that is $1 billion industry that we want to tap into and create revenue for the ecosystem of EclipCity and for EclipCity Global Fund. Now, the same will happen with this game, Cyberfight. I know a lot of people are super excited about this, and trust me, myself, my son, and everyone else is as well. Cyberfight is a PvP game. This is that means a player versus player, And this is just so this is, I'm just showing you guys a little bit of it right now. This is where your interface is. You will have your fight dashboard, market, my equipment. This is also a mobile game, but I'm showing it on the computer right now. But of course, it is a mobile game. It is the best view, best play on mobile. Now, Cyberfight, as said, is a one player versus one player, more or less fighting game where you compete against other online gamers and win. You bet an amount. You go in, kind of like, if you're familiar with Street Fighter and Tekken and all these old old games, or if you're looking at it now, I'm not sure what kind of fighting games we have out there right now, but you know, kind of like UFC and stuff like that. That's a player versus player. You can play versus the computer, or you can play versus an online player. Now, this allows you to play versus other online gamers that are, getting into this as well. And we're going to be very, very interactive with this game because we're going to be hosting weekly tournaments where there's prizes to be won in Tron and in UME, maybe even so EFT. So, this is a game, this is our game, and we can implement and do what we want. So if you want to buy and purchase special gear to upgrade your character, let's have a look at the next one. Look at this one. Now you can see he's got a little bit of characters on him. He's got a sword in his hand, And the last one we got here was that. So you can see his power, his ability, agility, intuition, stamina. So you build your character. The more you play the game, the more you build your character, you upgrade it, you get new gear, you get special gear, you get all this kind of stuff. And playing against other players, it will allow you to more or less win Tron. So this is going to be a massive game as well. What you're seeing right now is just a simple taste of it. As said, Mansos Marble is about, I hate to give dates and such things because of coding and because of everything that is being done around as well. Sometimes it is subject to change, but we do believe within 2 or 3 weeks that we will have both of these games on the market. Of course, we will announce this for everyone to know. Now, so we talked a little bit about the EclipCity Global. We talked a little bit about USwap, about UME. Of course, we all know about EFT. If we do not know about EFT, let's just quickly drop into that as well. EFT Finance, UME is the proprietary governance token over USwap, while EFT is the proprietary governance token over the entire EclipCity ecosystem. UME holds a total of 23 million. EFT holds a total of 75,000. UME started at 40, is now trading at 1,400. EFT started at 400, is now trading at 24,000. Now, we're not going to go in depth into this. This we can talk about to the groups if anybody wants to. We have all the proprietary groups. We are now just doing actually a walkthrough of everything that we already have. Now, and as we know, talking about USwap or UME and EFT, these, as we can see here, we have both the UME pools as well as we have the EFT pools. And this is where you go to provide liquidity. You provide liquidity to USwap, and then you stake to earn the UME or the EFT, so you don't need to purchase it. That is what we're recommending. I personally recommend to not buy UME or EFT. Provide liquidity to the USwap DEX exchange and use the LP tokens that you're getting to farm and earn UME and EFT for free. That is the proper way to go about it. That is the decentralized financial culture, yield farming. So, not to talk more about this, let us jump over to a little bit about what's coming. Guys, we are going to launch in 6 days the EclipCityHub.com. Now, or 6 days and 18 hours. Now, this will be a hub, a gathering place where anyone and everyone in the entire EclipCity ecosystem and the community can go to find materials, proper marketing materials, marketing, anything from, we can have a copy paste text for you to post online or on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram or on Facebook. You will have the PDFs. We'll have a landing page coming up for EclipCity Global. We will have tutorial videos, how to set up wallets, how to fund your wallet, how to interact with USwap, how to do farming. EclipCity Hub will be a site where anyone and everyone can find whatever they need to learn about the ecosystem. If they're about to present it to someone, if they want to introduce someone, they will find what they need on the EclipCity Hub. We're creating a very easy, duplicatable system for anyone to do. That is the key behind the whole thing. If we want the community to grow, we need to have an easy way of duplication. And that is exactly what we're going to give you through the EclipCity Hub, which will go through and towards all of the projects in our ecosystem. We are also having EclipCity Technology, which will be opening up very, very soon. EclipCity Technology, as we all know, or if you don't know yet, will be a place where businesses and entrepreneurs can come and ask for technology, for software, for products. If you have a company and you would like to put that company on a smart contract or whatever you do on a smart contract or utilize blockchain technology, well, you can ask and receive that technology from us. We will be able to create projects, ecosystems, wallets, anything that anyone would need. And by doing so, we are guaranteeing quality work. We're not guaranteeing the success of the project, we're guaranteeing the quality and the success of the technology. Now, for this, we will tap into a small percentage of each of these projects. Anyone coming to EclipCity who want technology from us, we will be tapping into revenue created back to EclipCity ecosystem that will be added to the global community fund that goes out to the exact community. So this will be coming very soon. I'm very excited about presenting this. When this is up and running, we will start to see that during 2021, more and more businesses and entrepreneurs worldwide will be starting to use technology from EclipCity. Finally, we also, as we started out, we have the EclipCity webinars, my friends. Today, as we can see, Saturday, it is an EclipCity workshop by the founder. This is the exact workshop we're doing right now. So every Saturday at this exact same time, at this link, we will have an EclipCity workshop. We will go through the latest and greatest that has happened through the past week. Where are we? What is happening? What is the progress or process going forward? And every day you have an EclipCity global opportunity 2 times a day, actually. EclipCity global opportunity will be presented at 9 o'clock or at 8 o'clock CET, 9 o'clock CET, and 1 or 12:30 CET as well. So 2 Zooms daily for the EclipCity Global. Every Saturday we have a workshop for the EclipCity ecosystem. Every Wednesday, now this doesn't show up here right yet because we were only on, I believe we're on Tuesday. Every Wednesday we have a workshop on USWAP, UME, and EFT. So, and every Monday we have a presentation of EclipCity Global by me as well. So we will continue to do massive marketing exposure for the entire EclipCity ecosystem. We're now also looking at advertising through CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, to make even more awareness of this entire ecosystem. As said, my friends, we have barely just begun, but what we have achieved together as a community in the last 6 months is beyond anything. It's more than any other company or project out there has accomplished in the past 10 years. Trust me on that. If you look at what we have accomplished the last 6 months, we as a community together with EclipCity, the EclipCity Global, the USWAP, the UME, the EFT, Aiden's Fall, the 2 games coming up, our own wallet coming up, you know, all of this, it just shows that what we are doing is going to create history. We are about to make a mark, and we have only just begun. So let me see if we have been able to go through everything here. Of course, the EclipCity site as well. Just to touch base on that, as we know, we do have a sign-in on it. This sign-in is not functional as of yet, guys. We have turned this off. It was, but we turned this off because we are working on the backside. Because on the backside of this, when you log in on the EclipCity IO site, you will be able to view the entire project ecosystem. Every single service we have, from EclipCity Global to UME and EFT farming, to Monsters Marbles, to the wallet, to anything and everything. Because EclipCity is an ever-expanding ecosystem that will not slow down. DeFi And smart contract technology is only just beginning. Every single day, developers are now finding more and new ways to utilize smart contract technology to place a real time or real life service on the blockchain, allowing it to be completely decentralized. And that is what we're tapping into. That is not the wave that we want to ride, but that is the wave that we are creating. Because that is what I've said from all along. We have studied multiple projects, more than 100, and 95% of all projects in within the DeFi sector or wherever has failed because they tried to rush into things. They tried to catch the wave that was coming. Well, that is not what EclipCity is doing. We're not trying to catch anything. We're building it. We are the wave. We're letting everyone else ride on us. All right, my friends. So with that, we're going to stop to share. We're going to have a quick Q&A. We're going to have a look and see if there is any questions about the ecosystem in general. We're not going to go into specifically questions about one project or the other, but if there's anything overall that you would like to ask about, if there's anything overall about how it all interacts, how they all go together, what will this do for that, or how will this do for this, let us know. Let me know. If not, we are going to cut it short, or not cut it short. We're going to keep it short, or so because, as we all know, it is Saturday. Everyone wants time with their loved ones and their family, and of course, we don't want to take too much of the time right now. Now, let me see here. Going through the, let me see here. Going through the Q&A chat here. Do the fingerprint login or doing any transaction will be used at EclipCity wallet for Android, unlike TronLink? All right, so the question is if we will have a fingerprint or a facial recognition in our wallet for Android or even iOS, unlike TronLink. This I will, well, we can have, of course. This is just actually, what can we say? This is a coding, this is integration of a service or a system within the wallet. So of course, we want to make sure that our wallet becomes, one of the most attractive, most easy to use, and most safe, secure, and utilized wallets of all time. Is UME and EFT, will UME and EFT will be available in other exchanges like Binance? All right, so this is a question I'm getting frequently. When will UME be listed on a different exchange, or when will EFT be listed on a different exchange? And my reply to that is, why do we want to list UME and EFT on another exchange? What you guys need to understand is that we have not created UME and EFT just for the reason of it, just because we wanted to have a few tokens, just so you guys can trade or do whatever you want with it. No, UME is created for the purpose of USwap. We are building a decentralized DEX protocol. We're not building a token. We're building a decentralized exchange where UME, which has no financial value whatsoever, but it holds governance rights. Governance rights. That is the value of that token. And when you start to understand what governance rights of UME can do for you, you will understand why we are not listing UME on a different exchange or EFT on a different exchange. Why would we want to give our trading volume, our users, the people in our community to another exchange when we want to take the users and the traders from other exchanges and put them on USwap? I don't get that. That's the idea. The idea is not for our token to go to other exchanges. It's for other exchange users to come to us. If they want UME or EFT, which now more and more are wanting by day, they will have to come to USwap. What does that do? Well, it provides more liquidity to USwap. It provides more volume. It provides more users. It provides more unique users daily. And all of that is drawing attention. That is creating a demand. That is building value. And that will reflect in UME and EFT. And I can tell you this much, that Binance and all these other exchanges, they will list UME and EFT for free and automatically once they see the trading volume that goes on USwap. Once they see they want a piece of the pie, I can tell you that. They've been listing all other DeFi tokens such as YFI, SRX, and all of these. And I can tell you that the developers there has not asked for it. No, they have generated and created and gotten so much volume that these exchanges have listed these tokens because they want a piece of that pie. And that is exactly what we're doing as well. So we will not see UME and EFT listed on any other exchanges shortly. We will not list UME and EFT on any other exchange. If another exchange wants to list us because they want a part of our community, of our volume, well, that will be up to them. We will continue to build USwap. Can we see the EclipCity team? So this is also a question that I have asked. And actually, as of right now, I will say no, because this is due to security reasons. There is absolutely no reason for me to front and to showcase my developers, who they are, their names, where they're from, due to security reasons, due to hackers, due to fraudulent people. Why should we put unnecessary, unnecessary pressure and, towards something that we don't need? So the EclipCity team we all know who the EclipCity team is, more or less. But as everyone else does as well, we will see and say that the EclipCity team is a group of highly dedicated and motivated people from around the world that are working together, united for one service, for one solution. This entire community is a part of the EclipCity team. Guys, we are doing something together. It is not about what I do or what my developers do, because it doesn't matter how great a project is. There's tons of DEXs out there. There's tons of tokens out there. There are tons of projects out there. But you know what? It doesn't matter how great a project is if it doesn't have great leadership. If it doesn't have a good community, a strong community, good leadership that takes the responsibility to teach, to showcase, to learn others, it will fail, because it will never grow. And that is what we are doing differently in the EclipCity ecosystem. We have highly dedicated country leaders and ambassadors from all over the world that are taking the responsibility to teach, to educate through Zooms, through live events, through everything and anything that they can possibly do. And that is why we are growing in such an unprecedented rate. In EclipCity Global, in 2 weeks, we have close to 100,000 users. Tell me one other platform or one other project that has done the same thing. I'll tell you, you cannot. So again, regarding the EclipCity team, this is not something that I will front. I am, the co-founder and co-creator of the EclipCity team and every service that we put out. And I think that is good enough. I do not want to showcase my developers, who they are. We already know who they are, but I don't need to showcase that further so that we, put them out there. Date of launch, please. Date of launch of what? We love EclipCity and we love all these new amazing things coming up. Thank you so much, Guillermo. Thank you. Absolutely. We want to do as much as possible. And I want to thank you, and I want to thank each and every one here actually for the massive support and contributions that is being done. We've seen leadership and leaders such as Mr. Guillermo here himself in just less than 2 weeks hit the highest rank as star 10 in EclipCity Global. And why? Because he's dedicated to his community. He's dedicated to teach and educate and help his team and his people how they can benefit from the EclipCity ecosystem. So thank you so much, my friend. And now let me see here. Let me see. Just reading through a little bit, guys. What will appear first, the EclipCity wallet or the Cyberfight and the marbles? Not sure. You'll have to wait and see. If the wallet is ready before the games, that will come first. If the games are ready for the wallet, the games will come first. The thing is, the reason why I don't give dates, the reason why I don't say, all right, so February is 3rd at 3 p.m. CET, it's going to be this and this and this and that and ready. Because what if a day before, 2 days before, 3 days before, we find out that, there's something we need to fix with the graphic. There's something we need to do with the engine. There's something we need to do with the contract. I don't like to give times, because if they're not met, it's held against us. But if we say that we are developing, and it will be coming shortly. And then we will announce it when we are 100% sure that it is ready. Then everyone is happy because we will not miss dates and times like this. So we won't have any you just have to need to follow up within the ecosystem, within the EclipCity groups, and you will be up to date on when these all will launch. Can we get B&B community to USwap? Well, of course we could be able to get them, but of course we would need B&B wrapped as a TRC20 token first. As of right now, it is not. Now we are looking into doing certain things in the future, of course, but this will be announced as go. What I do know though is that Litecoin is about to be deployed as a wrapped version. And the second it does, trust me, we will allow and we will open up for Litecoin to be traded on Uswap as well. So I'm looking forward to that, definitely. Let me see. Any plan of business except DeFi, like hotel and restaurant business, building high-rise hotel for external support at EclipCity ecosystem? So yes, there's a question about different services. Now, yes, we have many plans of different businesses except for DeFi. I'm not going to touch base on what categories and what they are in, but trust me that you will all see a lot more than what is set on the roadmap during 2021. There will be a lot of partnerships, there will be a lot of deals done, and we will be bringing more or less everything we need to the EclipCity ecosystem. As said, the ecosystem that we are developing, that we are building together, is going to be an ecosystem that is covering everything, that will covering all and every aspect. If there is something that we don't have but everybody wants, well, guess what? As an EFT holder, you can vote and propose that. The community, if the community wants this, well, they vote it in. That is the beauty of the EclipCity development and the ecosystem development. And that is where EFT comes in to play a role. If you want us to do something, if you have an idea about a smart contract on a restaurant, or as you say, building a high-rise hotel, and how we can do that and utilize this and generate more income to the ecosystem and the community, well, propose it. Propose it, and the community, if they like it, they will vote for it. If they vote for it, we will do it. All right, let me see here. And just checking the last. Next time, please pick the lucky draw in the live call if it's possible. Not really sure why that should be done. The lucky draw, we had a giveaway of UME where we gave away 100 UME, 10 UME to 10 people. Now, this is not, the draw, why should I do that on a live call? Because what I need to do is go through everybody who has done as requested and then just randomly select from that. And how do we do? Well, we just spin the wheel and then we put the finger down, and where it stops, that person will receive. That is a lucky random draw, and there's not so many other ways to do it. So we won't do any, maybe we will do some live lucky draws going ahead in these future calls, but not as you saw on Twitter for you and me. I might say that, for everybody who attends the next Zoom on next Saturday, we will draw 3 winners of everyone who's on that will receive 5 UME each. We will do many things like that going on. Can you specifically tell us how safe and secured EclipCity ecosystem is? Very easily, 100%. So the Uswap DEX exchange, if you want to have a look at that, guys, the most important thing, of course, you want to check when you're into DeFi, decentralized financial protocols, you want to make sure that they are trusted. Now, EclipCity is already a trusted name, but of course, we want to make sure that we have an even more trusted reputation. So we have not just one audit by Uswap. This is the audit done by the Slow Mist security team, but we have actually 2 audits done by two separate companies. One by the Cybercrime Shield and one by the Slow Mist security team. And I do know that everyone here has heard about Slow Mist at least. So both of these auditors have seen that the contract is 100% secure. Both the what do we say here? Both the factory and the router of USWAP. That means that this is 100% secure. You cannot and will not be scammed or fraudulent moved within the EclipCity ecosystem. Guys, the thing is that I remember, okay, yeah, so it's a good question though. Let me see here. Can you specifically tell us how safe and secure the EclipCity ecosystem is? So it's just it is a 100%. Keep in mind, guys, that everything that we do is done on smart contracts. That means there's no human intervention. It's protocols. That is what we're building. The decentralized wallet will be as safe or safer than TronLink itself. Uswap is safer than JustSwap itself or Uniswap. There is nothing in the EclipCity ecosystem that is a risk towards you. Of course, everything in cryptocurrency is a risk. Just having cryptocurrency itself is a risk in it. But if you're looking at how safe and secure our projects are within the EclipCity ecosystem, as a blockchain and a smart contract technology or service can and will and should be, we are 100%. All right, guys, we are looking at no more questions. Let me see here. Anybody who wants, I see there's a question, please explain the EclipCity global business plan. Absolutely not. That is something you can do, my friend. Everyone who is on this call was here to see an overview of the EclipCity ecosystem, not to have detailed information about one. We have tons of videos out there, but these workshops is here for everyone to learn the agenda behind, the vision behind EclipCity. Why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we building online games? Why are we looking into DeFi? What is EclipCity Global? What is the support fund? How does it work? How does it work? Well, it works. You give to it, you receive back. If you want more details, you'll have to look at the EclipCity Global Business Plan yourself. All right, my friends, with that, we are going to drop off. If there were any questions that we have not responded to, let's take them back into the group. What I want you guys to understand that, guys, be excited because EclipCity is here to stay. We have already shown and proven ourselves to be worthy by having our 3 projects listed as the #1 project in their respective category. And trust me that there will be more. All right, with that, we are going to jump off. And thank you so much for coming on. Enjoy your Saturday, and I will see you on Monday again. We will have a live EclipCity Global presentation within details. So same time, stay tuned in the groups. The links will go out, and I'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.